RDR every eye.
Guys, welcome back to this short video. Now I'm spraying the wing on this one. Now I actually filmed this when I was doing the filming for the salvage restore for the CI Beaver, but I thought I'd do a separate video on it. So here I've got the paint, the thinners, the primer and the lacquer. Okay, it's all body shop stuff bought from a paint shop. Excuse the Halford's lacquer because we're not going to use that. Got some paint that's been made up from the actual fuel cap, so they've matched the code off it to the actual paint, not just the code. So anyway, what I'm going to do is it's going to mostly be time lapses. I'm just going to score the wing down and prep it for the primer and take it from there. So enjoy, and by all means, I'm not a professional painter, but I do know how to spray. So yeah, let's see how it comes out. So as you can see here, guys, I'm lightly sanding the wing. I've got a 800 grit paper. Some might say it's a bit too harsh, but it's actually not. It depends on how hard you push. Now I'm not pushing too hard, I'm just lightly sanding it, just making sure I rough up the surface so the primer can stick to it. Before I put the primer on, I'm going to panel wipe the whole wing to make sure that it's clean and dust free. By all means, it's not an ideal environment that I'm working in because it's just a home garage.
RDR every eye.
Okay guys, I've wiped it with panel wipe, sanded it down with 600 grit. This is not an ideal environment, just to let you guys know. You really need a dust-free environment, which this isn't, but I'm going to see what the best I can get out of this. So I'm going to start doing the primer now.
RDR every night.
Right, first coat, guys, needs to dry for about 10 minutes. It looks better on camera than it does in person because I've only dusted it. Yep, so that needs to dry, and then the nice thick coat will go on. Then they say you got to let it dry 10-15 minutes before you start painting, but I think I let it dry for about half an hour, 40 minutes just to be sure. Yeah, because I don't want any reactions out of it. Dried nicely, so it takes a little while to cure. This is just the first coat, so when I put it on, it didn't look very nice. It looked really patchy, and they do that. I sprayed a few wings in my time, so I'm going to probably spray the back of it as well, and give it a light dust. Okay. Alright guys, that's all I'm going to do on the dust side on the inside. Yeah, just give it a little bit of protection because you're going to get a little bit overspray. Don't want the paint flaking off. Okay, just going to give it a second coat now, guys. What I'm going to do this time around, I'm going to spray it in sections. So last time I went across, so now I'm going to spray it in quarters. So I'm going to do this half first, then move on to this half, and then move on to this half, just to make sure you get full coverage. Okay, so it's going to be a bit thicker now, and this is where you got to be careful not to get any runs. It's not a big deal if you do, because then you just get your grit and then you just sand it down, reapply, and you're good to go. It's so clean that even the flies love it. Right, okay, so we'll do that in sections.
RDR every eye.
Okay, so second coat's on, nice and thick. It still looks a bit patchy at the moment, but that will dry off and it will look quite nice. Sorry, previously I misplaced my numbers and I said 800 and 600. It's actually 800 grit that I've used throughout, which is not the best, but I know I've used it before, and I would just want it to get off all the high spots, so I know how much pressure to apply. So okay, on to the next time lapse.
Party hard every night.
Right, guys, all done. Nice and smooth. Bit on the wet side, so we've got to let that dry before we apply any paint. Gonna need to panel wipe that. Be careful when you panel wipe it because it will start stripping the primer back. Okay, so I'll let that fully dry. That's nice and smooth now. That's like really nice and smooth. It's a bit gritty where it's still got a bit of residue on there, but it's come out quite nice. Quite happy with that. Just got to do the bit in here. Okay, and that mattered too much, but we're going to try and do a good job. Okay, so next time I'm going to put just a time lapse on shortly, and then I'll be doing the colour.
Party hard every night.
Okay, so the first coat's gone on, nice and light. You don't want to do it too thick. It does look patchy and it won't look like the colour until it's actually finished, lacquered and polished. So yeah, we're going to be doing about 2 or 3 coats of the red, about 4 coats of lacquer, and then we will wet and dry and polish the wing, and it should look like that bumper in the background. So yeah, this is the first coat, and then we're going to apply the different layers. Okay guys, so it's had 2 coats now. I'm going to spray the back end. It's been a few days since I've touched this because I've just been a bit busy with work, and I was ordering parts for the actual Seat, so they're on their way, but you've already seen that video. So it's looking okay now. I'm just going to spray the back end of it and get it all looking nice and even. Boom, guys, that's done. Just going to tack the residue off it because you can see the residue on it. Tack that off, clean it up, and we're going to apply some lacquer. What we got? We've got 1K lacquer right here. Okay, that's what we're going to use. That's Body Shop lacquer. It's good stuff. Should get nice even coats. Okay.
Party hard.
So guys, I thought I'd do an actual video rather than a time lapse, just so you can see how it goes on. Okay, it's a very good can with a very good nozzle. It's not like your normal Backstreet shop cans. It's got a very good nozzle on it, and it comes with 3 different nozzles, so it's going on nice and lightly. So that's pretty much of it. I'll put some pictures up now of what it looks like. If you do like this video, like and subscribe, and look out for the next video and the next salvage project. Thank you very much guys.
Every night. Party hard every night.